Hello guys, welcome to Easy Bakes, where you get to learn the easiest, appetizing and heavenly baking recipes. Today you're going to learn how to bake such a cake without the use of an oven, so make sure you stay tuned. To start us off, you're going to need these ingredients, so make sure you take a screenshot and use it later. The first thing that you need to know is how to preheat your homemade oven. In doing this, you're going to need a large sufuria, and in it you're going to pour salt. Pour as much as possible to cover the base of the sufuria. You don't have to worry about your salt going to waste, because you can still reuse it as you're baking other recipes. Make sure that it's spread out evenly. And the next thing you're going to do is to insert a small lid. This will prevent the baking tin from being in direct heat. You can use anything else, even an aluminum plate. Next thing you're going to do is to cover with a tablecloth to ensure that you trap all the dry heat. You let this preheat for 10 to 15 minutes. Onto the recipe, we are going to start with cooking oil, followed by sugar, and I'm going to whisk them together until they are completely combined. Afterwards, you're going to add our eggs one at a time. In case you're clumsy, you can break your eggs in a different bowl, then pour them together to avoid having eggshells in your cake. Make sure you continue whisking until you get a thick paste. After this, we are going to add our vanilla essence and continue whisking. Once you're done, you now work on your dry ingredients. I'm first going to sift the flour because I want my cake to be soft, and I also want to avoid lumps as I'm mixing the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients. You'll also add your baking powder and your salt at this point. Once you're done, go through with a spoon to ensure all the dry ingredients are mixed together. We'll now mix the wet and the dry ingredients, and you'll do this in batches of 3. You'll first add the flour, whisk them together, then you'll add the milk, then afterwards the flour, then the milk, until everything is combined. This is how the mixture should look like. We're now going to take our baking tin and oil it first. Then we're going to dust it with flour. Make sure that you oil the sides of your baking tin, as this will keep the cake from sticking as it rises during the baking process. the final outcome should look like this. Now I'm going to pour in my mix. I'm then going to tap my tin to ensure that I remove all the air bubbles that might have been trapped. The mix is now ready for baking. Now onto our homemade oven. I'm going to check if it has enough heat so that I can put my mixture. You'll then place your mix slowly and proceed to cover it, the same process you did while we preheated. Make sure that you use low heat throughout the whole process. And now our cake is ready. To check if it's ready, I'm going to dip a toothpick, and if it comes out dry, you should know that it's ready. After this, I'm going to let it cool, and this is a very important step. Meanwhile, we're going to check if our sufuria is still clean. As you all can see, it's clean, and so I'd advise that you use salt when you're baking without an oven. As the cake cools, I'm going to go through with a knife just to make sure that the sides have not stuck on the baking tin. After you're done, you're going to give it some more time to cool until you're comfortable touching the baking tin. Now our cake is ready and it's time to decorate. For the decoration, I'm going to be simple. I'll be sieving icing sugar on top of the cake. And now we are done. A simple vanilla cake. If you enjoyed the recipe, kindly subscribe and share the link to your friends, and I hope to see you on the next one. Remember to stay safe. You've been with me, Leahmwai.